And back on the Christmas edition, our last show of the year, making his first appearance up here right now, State Senator Arthur Orr. Good morning, Arthur.
Good morning, Jamie.
Merry Christmas.
Good to be here. Merry Christmas.
Good to have you up here.
That's right. Good to be. You're having people south of the river up north.
Yeah,
so,
we don't get a lot of them up here, but we try to. But you
right.
cover some of this area too, and you're doing a great job too. I got to commend you too. You are one of the great speakers that I've heard. I was at a couple of things where you got up and did some stuff, so you're very good at that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And you got Dan as support in here this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, you guys, when y'all go back to work?
1st of February.
1st of February. What do y'all do in between?
Work.
Do shows like this?
No. We have a lot of things going on. There's always a road project or a project needing grant funds or trying to bring in economic development prospects. A lot of things always going on.
Aren't you working on something new to help businesses get kind of started
yes.
here?
Yes. Representative Williams and myself and the other members of the delegation are we're going to start an economic development fund for Limestone County where we found $100,000 a year that we're going to give to the county that Tom Hill and the EDA folks can use as incentive money to recruit industry in here to Limestone County. Very important.
All right, and Dan, you ready to go back to work? You've had a...
Oh yeah, we're you know, we're doing things now, but you're not in session, so that's the only time we have any power when you go into session to do things. And I'm very pleased because the agenda that we have is going to be heavy on job development and helping business and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, let me ask you a question right now since y'all are here. Some people are complaining about this gift ethics deal. Now, is that going to be redone a little bit to where teachers can maybe get more than a $10 gift certificate?
Well, the first thing, when we passed the ethics bill, there's nothing in there about teachers.
Well, where's that coming from?
Well, it comes from AEA. AEA is the one that started the question.
You know how many people got mad at you on our Facebook the other day about the stuff you said about AEA?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, that's where it came from. AEA asked the questions, and then they asked the questions to the ethics commission.
Let me stop you right there. Now, I want to ask y'all this. This is a true story. Yesterday, I gave one of these $50 Tim's Cajun Kitchen fried turkeys to a local educator. They brought it back and said it was against the law.
Their understanding
Arthur?
of it. Is that
against the law?
Well, I think each system is taking the situation in Montgomery in a different light and making their own interpretations. I know the Madison County system or Madison City system took the Ethics Commission opinion and came up with some very clear rules. I know Governor Bentley and myself and others was going to be legislation in the legislature to better clarify the ruling of the Ethics Commission. There's still a chance the Ethics Commission can come out and do a better job at clarifying that.
Well, if I wanted to give this to y'all, could y'all accept it?
No.
You can't? No. So you're telling me...
Well, I'm not going to say it.
Dan may take it.
Neither one of y'all will take this turkey.
I'm not going to take it. I'm telling you what, there's a lot that's said about AEA in the legislature, and there's a lot of bad feelings there. But, we hope with an Athens guy, Henry may be being appointed or being hired as the new head of AEA, that there's going to be some room for a better relationship between the legislature and the AEA. The AEA is not the teachers in the classroom. Now they say they represent them, and they do from time to time, but it's also a political organization, and at times it's at loggerheads with the legislature.
Man, I won't be walking the hallways of schools much lately. Around Christmas time, people are going to start throwing stuff at you.
Well,
that's why
it's like you. People don't like you, Jamie, when you say things that upset them.
Alabama.
What would I say upset somebody? Let's say as an Auburn fan.
Auburn fan,
I'm just telling you. That's some of the stuff we've heard on Facebook.
Go back and that'll get
they're making a mountain out of a molehill. Is that what you're saying?
Let me tell you, Mr. Cooper. This, back when this legislation was being debated in December of 2010, there was no discussion about gifts to teachers. All during the 2011 regular session, no discussion about possibility of gifts to teachers being affected. not until November did this issue even come up.
Who blew it up?
I am telling you that in the 2012 session, it will be addressed.
Okay.
Some bright line rules will be in place where we will have a reasonable system, and I'm very confident that that'll happen in the coming months.
Well, you answered all that very well.
Right now, your advice to teachers right now that may be watching, I know there's many watching, should they accept any gifts or should right now say, I'm sorry, let's wait until 2000?
Their local school system should have a policy in place that they've better clarified what the state of the law is today. But we're not like Congress. We don't meet year-round where we can put legislation through to amend certain bills. We have to wait till we go back in session. So we go back in session.
And y'all going back to work soon.
Great.
I think you do a great job, always keeping up with you. Merry Christmas, both of you. Thanks. You're going to hang around and sing a little bit here in a second, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Dan.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, thanks for coming up.
I think teachers should take gifts like they always have. What teacher has ever misused that? You know, that's something that's not even in the ethics law.
All right. I got to go to some music, boys. Again, Merry Christmas, both of you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Barry Kay right now. He's going to be performing. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to all of y'all. We still got a house full in here this morning. Ray Deese, my buddy, showing up. Roll Tide. Watch who you standing by over there, buddy. All right, let's go to Barry Kay. We'll be back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.